Alright, today's topic, I'm going to walk you guys through California emissions testing, smog check, taking it to a star station. So this car has been sitting. It has a bad battery, so I have to replace the battery. So when I do that, the computer is going to be reset and it's going to have to go through a drive cycle, and that's the main thing I want to show you guys in this video, how to complete the drive cycle so you will pass emissions testing. So let's go ahead and replace this battery. New battery in the car. If you don't know what I mean by the computer is going to be reset, I'm going to walk you guys through it right now. Here's how long my car has been sitting. It's like finding a car in a barn. If you live in a state with strict emission standards like California, I'm going to show you guys what the smog tech is going to look for. I went ahead and started up the car to make sure the battery's good. So get yourself a OBD2 scan tool with this, an IM readiness option on it. So with the car started up, the scanner plugged in, press the IM key, and then it'll show you right now what we're looking for. And this car is not ready for smog. All right, so see the green check mark? So at least I got 3 green check marks right away. So the red means those parameters aren't complete yet. So in order to pass smog, all these parameters except for evap need to be complete. You could actually pass your emissions testing without the evap being complete. So once all these red check marks are checked off, or all these are checked off green, this will turn green into a check mark, which means you'll pass your emissions testing. I'm going to go ahead and change the oil in this car. It hasn't been changed in a while, and then I'm going to go through the drive cycle. Running a quick 10-minute errand. I got on the freeway for like 5 miles. I didn't do the drive cycle procedure, and I already have just 2 to go. So this one will probably take the drive cycle procedure to clear out, and evap cleared. That was quick. So if you're having a hard time clearing evap, you want 25 to 75% fuel, and that's what I have right now. So this is usually the hard one to clear, so hopefully I'll be able to clear this one out for you guys, showing the drive cycle way to drive. Okay, this is the part where it's hard to find a spot to do this without annoying everybody. So one of the parameters for this car, and a lot of car manufacturers, is you need to hold 55 miles per hour for a couple of miles, and you're gonna annoy everybody going 55 miles per hour. So this spot of the freeway is fairly quiet, so I'm able to do that here. 55, no cruise control, just hold the speed. And then another thing you have to do, let off the gas. If you got a manual, don't change gears, and let it slow down to 30 miles per hour. Yeah, no one's here, so I'll be able to do that. Yeah, just coast down to 30, 25, 30. Yeah, this is how entertaining, huh? Okay, another one you have to do is accelerate to 55 miles per hour very slowly, like 25% on the throttle. So let me try that, holding the camera with the manual. So 55 very slow. Yeah, this is why people have a hard time completing the drive cycle to get their vehicles to pass smog, because you got to do nonsense like this. And then once I'm to 55, I gotta hold it for a while. So thankfully I'm not gonna see anyone for a couple of miles, so I'll be able to do 55 for a while. Okay, heat cycle number 3. Looks like it's gonna take 8. So I'll just drive this on the weekend, get this done in a month. Yeah, still 2 to go. See if I could knock this out today. Okay, this is why it's so hard to get all your drive cycles ready. So if a smog tech has ever failed you and said, try driving your car 500 to 1,000 miles, it's because of this. Like, when are you ever going to encounter being able to do these parameters? So they're figuring if you drive 500 to 1,000 miles, eventually you're going to do these parameters somewhat naturally. So you need to find an empty spot, which I'm at right now. Okay, this is heat cycle 4 or 5. I believe nothing happened on heat cycle 2. I have to go back on the videos, but the last heat cycle, one more cleared. So let's see where we're at now. All right, see where we're at. I think I got one more left. We're good, we're cleared. It's time to smog this thing now. So how many miles did it take? I know I topped this off when I started this, so... Oh, trip, let's go trip. 66 miles, so it took me 66 miles. So I drove a little bit every time I did a heat cycle, so 66 miles to clear, like, what is this, week 2 or 3? I don't even remember, but... yeah, you could see where it's really cryptic on, you know, getting it to pass a drive cycle. So yeah, I guess it worked. I didn't do the complete 30 mile per hour accelerate to 55 thing, and I was still able to clear it out. So now the moment of truth. Let's get it to pass smog. The one good law that has been passed in California is you can't get pulled over for expired tags. This car has expired tags. I'm driving like the stereotype, like a boomer, because I don't want to be pulled over, so I'm slower than everyone right now. You can still get pulled over for everything else. Okay, 12 minutes early. First one here. I just want to get this over with, enjoy my car with current up-to-date tags. I'm always paranoid I'm gonna fail. All this car has is an aftermarket exhaust. It should pass, but I'll talk about modifications on your car after this, after I hopefully pass. Passed. Now I'm gonna show you guys a different scanner you could use, a cheaper one, and how it's possible to fail the visual. This is a $50 scanner from Harbor Freight with the I am readiness button. You could do the same thing with a $10 scanner. It's not as fancy looking, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. That does the same thing. There you go, right there. Let's go ahead and I am readiness 4 since DTC's this drive cycle, not this, since DTC's cleared, should be fine. There you go. Misfire monitor, okay. Fuel system, okay. Combo, okay. Catalyst, okay. NA, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So there you go. This does the same thing. It's just not as nice to look at. Yeah, $10 scanner. So get yourself one of these with the I am readiness function. As long as all your parameters are checked off, you will pass California emissions, but there is a catch, and it's bad news if you're into modifying your vehicle for horsepower. So my car has no engine mods. This state made me lose my joy for modifying cars. The only thing it has is an exhaust, and you shouldn't fail emissions for an exhaust. As long as your catalytic converters are in the stock locations, they're not moved or removed, you should pass California emissions with a stock exhaust or a modified exhaust. If you're going to do engine mods, it needs to be California compliant. So if I do a heads and cam package on this car or do a tune and it's not California compliant, I'll fail. The only thing California compliant for this car is a supercharger of all things. No long tube headers, which sucks because these cars gain like 40 horsepower with long tube headers. The reason why long tubes are not legal for this car in California is because it moves a catalytic converter back like a couple inches. But yeah, if you get a non-California compliant like long tube headers or something like that, you will fail emissions. So I don't even want to deal with the hassle anymore. So yeah, this car's stock except for the exhaust. I've had this car for 13 years. It was my dream car in high school, so I don't intend on ever getting rid of it. But here's how to get around modifications in California with non-California compliant modifications. If you got the money, just buy a new car every 5 years. You don't get a smog check for your car until it's 5 years old. So just get a new vehicle every 5 years. Sell your vehicle to someone in Arizona, or if you know somebody who will help you pass smog, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's it. If you want to modify your vehicle in California for horsepower and there's no California compliant mod, just sell your vehicle after 5 years. I like my car. I'm sentimental, so yeah, just keep it as is. Maybe if my YouTube channel gets big, I'll move to a state where I could get long tube headers. I would like a supercharger, but I like NA more. For this car anyway, I would like a heads and cam package with long tube headers versus a supercharger. So if this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, give it a hype, and that'll help my channel. Maybe I'll be able to move someday. Thinking about Utah. Here's an example of a California legal compliant modification for your car. K&N intake, I'll sell it someday. Came out of a previous car, so I saved the decal for the next owner. So yeah, there's a sticker proving it's California compliant. So if you have modifications on your car, the smog tech's gonna look for these, and if it's not compliant, they'll fail your car on visual.